guys enjoyed that short little use. Today I want to do a review slash talking about the mods that I've done to my Mora companion slash clipper. So as you guys have probably noticed in the channel, if you guys have watched me for any length of time, I do have both. I actually have a couple companions, but I have a clipper and I really love the clipper. I actually love the clipper more than the companion, or at least the later modeled clippers more than the companion. Primarily due to the ergonomics of it. This of course has a diamond pattern, as you can see, and it has its traditional Mora instead of this Mora knife renaming. It's the more traditional Mora as we know them, and I really like this pattern more. I think I've said this in the past. I enjoy having this diamond pattern more. It feels more secure, not to say that this rubber on both of them feel any less secure, but I really do like the diamond pattern as well. I like having or showing the knife that no one else has to kind of differentiate. Everyone has the companion, but actually few people have the clipper. So I thought I would do a dual review of the clipper and the companion, but primarily show you guys the clipper just for a little bit differential. Do keep in mind the later model clippers and companions are essentially the same knife, other than in marking and the handle coloration slash grip pattern, unless you get the forest green, like military green Mora clippers. But aside from that, the coloration's a little bit different. This is a kind of reddish orange. It shows up as more orange in the camera, but is more reddish in real life. And like I said, I really do like this color overall styling on this knife more. As I was saying, they are essentially the same knife. They run to about here in the tang, so they're about 3/4, a little bit more than 3/4 tang knives. I find it to be just fine. You guys see or saw, I did light baton work. I've done heavier baton work with these knives before, and I really haven't found any problem with any baton work in them. I think it's just fine. These are actually surprisingly robust knives. A lot of people automatically dog them because they're not full tang, and people automatically think if it's not full tang, it's automatically going to fail the first time you hit it. And that's true. There are some knives that are very weak that just so happen to be not full tang. There are also some full tang knives that are very weak as well and have broke. But I find these knives to be just fine for, like I said, realistic batoning. You're not going to baton this through a rock. You're not going to be able to baton this, with a piece of wood that's this wide. Sorry for reference, like that wide, You can't do anything unrealistic with it, but for most batoning, they work just fine. And for the people who don't baton knives, these are even better. But really liked them, and I don't have too much more to add to the pot as far as what everyone else has already said. They're extremely affordable. This one was actually more affordable. I got this for $8 on Amazon like 2 years ago, so extremely affordable. Of course, these are both in high carbon steel, so the edge retention has been amazing. I have resharpened both of these, but they get right back to an insane edge. The Scandi grind mixed with the extreme thin profile of this knife makes it an incredible woods knife, especially for what I really wanted to show to you guys, and that was these different notches. So it's kind of like a fast done round notch, V notch, still needs a little bit of cleanup, and then just a trigger notch, or was a latch notch. They are incredible at notching out wood because of their, like I said, their thickness. They're really great at doing, Great at doing netting needles. They're overall just extremely agile knives. More agile than any of the other knives I've brought to the table. But that does come with some downsides. Overall, they're very good at crafting, and I really love them for crafting in particular. So, for what I can really add to these knives, I will talk about what I've done in modifications. Hopefully you guys can kind of get the fact that these are not stock. Actually, this one kind of doesn't look too bad. But I have force patinaed both of these knives, and that is primarily because high carbon steel out here in the woods is extremely high maintenance. So anytime I get 1095 or anything that's like 1095, I force patina it. It's just like the Tops Fieldcraft, also out here, force patinaed. It's exposed steel, because if you don't, they just rust up extremely fast. You have to be very careful with them if you are intending to try and keep them clean, but not force patina them, because they rust if you just... Sorry for both these planes flying overhead. Hopefully they don't. Now on to some of the other modifications I've made to them. As you can see, that's the force patina. This is the nicer of the two with force patina. I was also one of the few people, I actually haven't seen this a lot with other people when they did reviews of these knives, and that is that I actually did drill this out for a lanyard. It's really easy, of course. Like I said, this is at full tang, so there's no steel you have to worry about hitting here. And in fact, just to give you a stock Mora to compare, there's actually an extremely large area left bare there. It's almost like they really want you to put some kind of a lanyard system here. So while I don't have a lanyard currently on here, I decided I might as well drill it out just so I can show you guys, and the fact that I do actually like having lanyards. And I can't necessarily claim myself as the inventor of this. I actually got this tip or this idea from VirtuVoice on YouTube, and that is these little pieces of paracord on the actual sheaths. And what they do, they're very simple, but really handy. As the Mora sheath gets more and more used, they actually start out with really good retention, but of course they go downhill. So this actually still has pretty good retention. This one's actually not that bad, but as they get worse and worse, the clipper sheaths are even worse than these companion sheaths. That's actually why I use a companion sheath for the clipper. The clipper sheaths are terrible, but this just slips right over, and you can move it all around here, and it just acts as a simple little catch. It's nothing too much, but just a really nice and easy modification to the sheath to prevent it from shaking out. You guys can see that those are actually full force trying to get the knife out of there, and it doesn't. You can see it's actually even hard to draw, and if it does decide to actually pop out, you can see that it'll be captured there. So I really like that, and I have to give a large applause to VirtuVoice for thinking about doing that. Really simple mod, but really, as you guys can see, there are both of the knives and companion sheaths with the same mod made to the sheath. I really do believe in that mod. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that short little review, and hopefully I've been able to bring something new to the table with the Mora whole line of knives, or these companion clipper knives. And I hope you guys have enjoyed that. And don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and share your opinions on what you guys think of the Mora clippers or companions. Hopefully the clippers. I'm really curious to see how many of you guys actually out there have the clippers, because, like I said, these are more rare. So anyways, guys, that's it, and I'm out.